What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Just Advice Podcast. We're your hosts, Alan A.B., and my other co-host, Jay Obama. We're actually really excited to bring this new episode today because we have a very special guest. A friend of mine, I've known him for at least over 10 years now. This is a good decade in, right? It's about something like that.
Yeah.
Yo, everybody, I want to introduce you to my friend and well-known director, media figure in this game, and he's somebody that's well respected in the New York media scene. My man Donjai.
What's up? Yo?
What's good?
We're really back?
Oh, we got a peanut gallery today. We got a peanut gallery today.
I'm not that interested.
Yes, sir. Yo, welcome to the show, bro.
Thank you for having me.
For real.
I'm glad we made it. I was ecstatic. I'm not a smoker, but I don't want to disrespect y'all.
No problem. No, I hope you don't mind us passing the blunt in front of you.
No, that's
it's cool. Hey,
that's cool.
Well, make yourself at home, man. How you been, man? How's your summer been going so far?
I can't believe summer is here. Like as far as like New York is concerned,
right?
Because you know what I'm saying. Like I travel a lot. Be going to other, Chicago, LA. But summer in New York, to believe that it's actually hot.
Yeah.
And that it's here. It's like,
yeah.
yo.
It's like waiting for Christmas to come.
I'm late to the party, or the sun is late to the party, but summer's here.
Yeah, summer's here, man.
Right.
I can't front, man. It's something that, New Yorkers, you don't even remember who lives here until the summer comes. I'm like, oh shit, you still live here? Like, niggas don't invite me out no more. Like, niggas be like, I thought you lived in LA. I'm like, nah, nigga, I live here. Niggas don't invite me. Does that happen to you? Because, we travel a lot for work. Do people just not invite you anymore because they just think you always busy? Because niggas don't invite me out anymore.
But you know what it is? Because I'm usually inviting people out, and you probably see me post this. I had an event 2 weeks ago at the Apollo, and it was a little hectic to give out tickets to Instagram people I don't know and to my personal whatever, so I just got a phone just for events. So I've been calling it Donjai After Dark. So now, it's not saying that none of my friends.
You need another phone for the business.
It's not like none of my friends can hit me up on my personal joint. You got my personal number, but just in lieu of keeping a good track of conversation, but also, hey, if we want to do this, I'm gonna be blasting people, whoever subscribes, from that other phone. You know what I'm saying? Like I got Zero Mary's right there. She's handling that.
Yo, I can't front, man.
Send out all the blasts. Hey, tonight is this. High chance Donjai will be there in case, cause some people don't want to come out if I'm not there. Or they,
Niggas need that though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm washed. I can't front you. I'm washed. I feel weird. I feel weird even talking about. I don't even know where to go no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what it is? Like, I feel like I'm at that age where I'm inside all the time, and I'm very comfortably inside. Like, probably too comfortable.
It also came with being a dad, too.
Yeah.
It also came with being a dad. We end up getting...
Came in looking for the little one.
She's home with her mom. They at their crib. But, like, I definitely feel like, when it comes down to it, like, I don't really know the hip spots anymore, and it's like I'm not upset, but
I got you.
I remember there was like an era, and I feel like I'm trapped in an era. Cause I used to run when I used to run, Like, so me and Donjai, just to give a backstory, me and him, I used to work with Jim Jones back in 2009, 2010, and I remember as I was kind of like making my way out, Donjai was kind of like making his way in, and I was just like, yo. Passing the baton, like, yo, why you come in, young boy? Yo, here's a few tips. Yo, do your thing. Hit me if you need anything. And we just been friends since then. But it's just, I was running around so crazy back then. Cause I started media doing photography.
Okay, yeah,
really.
Just like me.
Like you.
Yeah.
I used to hit the clubs.
Fire.
I used to do like 7 days, 7 nights.
Okay.
And I used to be one of those niggas in there every night taking pictures of all these bitches getting drunk and throwing up and happy birthday and all that, and just. It was such a routine for me to be out every night because that was work. I used to get a little $75 per club, you know what I'm saying? Go online, upload all the images the next day, and everybody was happy seeing their birthday pictures. You remember them days? 7 days, 7 nights, and event bug and all them other shit.
What's poppin' .net, party pics. Step 7 Day was the big one.
Are those sites still around? I mean, people got Instagram now, so it's almost like, do people even care that?
I mean, yeah, they are a base site, just to track viewers, just to track.
People still checking. People looking
traffic
for them pictures.
People still be giving out the cars in the clubs with the pictures and shit. They still do that?
No, it's funny because look, I was just on Instagram today saying that business cards aren't dead.
Let me see these.
Have them. But you know what it is?
Wait, J.O., you got a tight shot. Hold that up in front of your camera. Hold that up to your camera.
Number one is familiarity. It looks like my Instagram portfolio. But also, I feel like photographers are too comfortable nowadays taking a picture of you and just keeping it moving without no exchange. So it's like, yo, here. Like, I'm not somebody that's hiding your pictures.
Such a smart young
Even
man.
if I'm in the event, I
I
probably already got paid to be there. But hey, you might want to see yourself.
Yeah. And then he getting the follow and the support with the people
like
coming with that.
You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
Maybe I'm a little bit old school. Even Poker, she eating right now. You hear me?
She eating right now. Yeah, we see all that. No. You on camera, love?
No.
Wait, let me move my mic out of the way. You on camera, son?
No. But she was saying, like, when I met her at an event, and when I photographed her, she was like, yo, you caught the right moment of me. I just met her with this. She just reconnected with somebody she hasn't seen in 20 years.
Wow.
And I was like, and she was able to get that picture. That's the power
in that moment. You caught a special moment for her.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you were able to get in touch with me.
Hold on. Yo. You know it's 12 feet on that side, right? You can swim? All right, cool. Wait. This is a real-ass pod. I ain't going to lie to you. We're going to interrupt. I might get up and get a piece of chicken while we film today. I don't care. We're not going to cut either. Like, we're going to capture all this on camera. What's up, Bobo? Everybody say hi to Bobo. Let me introduce you. Everybody say what's up to Bobo. I'm dog sitting for the week. Bobo is our co-pilot for this episode. Bobo, he out here to protect the gear.
We gotta get him one of the nameplates to pop up at the bottom.
For real. So but yeah, man. So it's like from when I was in the clubs doing it regularly, I knew. I feel old even saying these clubs. M2. Greenhouse. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm an old man. Sue's Rendezvous. Like,
I was thinking about that earlier because I found some old pictures.
Well, he said Greenhouse. That's what I think of.
Whip was amazing.
Yeah.
Guest House kind of broke my club cherry. Guest House was 28th Street, close to where the old tunnel used
Club
to be
28,
at. And I used to go there. I think Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. That broke my club cherry. And
See, for me at that time, I was more on the gritty scene because I was worried about the afties. After that, and then
bad boy.
But listen, most of those spots, all of those spots are shut down. Like like Sue's. Rendezvous, Perfection.
Wow. Well, you know what's funny? We bringing this up because this is taking me to somewhere I didn't even plan on going, right? Okay. Well, the reason I brought this conversation up is because, one, I don't even know the new clubs no more. The only thing I still know is like Pergola. Like, all right, cool. We can go to Pergola a little bit. But I don't know much. So I be out the loop. And I feel like an old man trying to even suggest clubs to people. I'm like, man, I don't even know what's out here no more. But the thing I really learned from going to the club.
Add to the blast.
One thing I learned from going to the club, and it doesn't help that I host a lot of parties here. Like my house is not the same. My house is not a normal house, but I'm gonna leave that off camera because I got some other shit going on. But the thing I learned about the clubs, right? And I don't know if y'all know this, but the reason why the black clubs keep changing so much, I learned. Basically, a lot of times, whenever there's a black club that starts popping, like Mansion or something like that, normally it was a white club at one point. And normally what they do, the white people club it up, and once the promoters are on their way out, once the club owners are like, yo, we're losing money, we're about to sell this shit, they start discounting the prices, and that's when the club starts promoting it to the black promoters.
And that's whack.
And that's when we start getting the chance to go in there and turn up, and we really help them turn around because we spend more money.
And then by then it's
and then by then it's already kind of on its way out. That's why they brought us there. So that's why these clubs don't even stay long. That's why there's such a rotation of black clubs in the New York club scene. It doesn't really be around long. It's like 2-3 years that's really the lifeline of a lot of these clubs.
Yeah, because I remember at one time Contra was the place to be.
But Catra's still here.
But it's different, right? It's different. It's a different crowd.
I remember Susie Wong's and all them shits. You remember that shit back in the day? Damn. We had some fun clubs, man. I was young sneaking in the tunnel. Like, nigga, I wasn't even able to go. My brother and his friends went. I was like, nigga, I'm pulling up. If I can't get in, I'm going to stay in the car.
I never made I was too young. I never made
I was too young.
Yeah. I was a baby. I was a baby.
Too young for the tunnel.
I was a baby.
Those were some. I remember my mom's and them getting ready to go to the tunnel. Big Daddy Kane and all that was getting ready.
It was like era around Jay-Z coming through there. Like, this is when BMF and them niggas. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I haven't been in the club with them niggas, but I've been around.
Right.
Not getting in the club with them niggas. And there was times them niggas would have Ferraris and Lambos parked all up and down the block getting towed, and they'll just say, fuck it, they getting towed, we gonna order some more, and them niggas are getting home safe. And I never seen some shit like that before. Now, we see it more now, but back then it was so rare. But yeah, man. So it's fun. It's dope that you have that. Is what I was saying, because people aren't in the loop like that, and you looped in. You're very patched in.
Consistent, great relationships, but also like the eyes and ears for people. I realize because Instagram is like your own personal TV channel.
It is
for other people. So when I see you with your daughter, I feel like love. Like I see somebody else out of town. I see somebody else graduating. I feel like I'm happy for you. I feel like I'm a part of that.
For real.
Watching.
For real.
So I never, to bring it back to the fact that you said that a lot of these clubs wasn't really messing with people of color, or they're not letting us in, or they're acting funny style on the way. I never want to enjoy myself and make people feel like they can't be here, or they can't come here, or it's out of reach, or you see me filming or with celebrities.
Yeah.
So now it's like, this is what I do when you have the opportunity to be here.
Dope.
If you read.
Dope.
You know how to read?
Yeah.
Come here. You can subscribe.
That's love right there, man. That's love. I mean, ain't nothing like black people that invite you to the barbecue, right? We such a welcoming culture. Like, I mean, we really don't, we don't gatekeep. You know what I'm saying?
But I learned something the other day. I was on this panel. There's like a good way of gatekeeping.
I like that.
Somebody just kind of changed my perspective. My man Kels Mania, he's over at 5001 Flavors, Harlem Haberdashery. He was like, he mentioned like, there's good gatekeepers as well, to kind of keep things from being too tainted or what have you. But there's also other gatekeepers who's like, why you do that? Like, damn, I can't get in here. You know what?
Wow. It's like that, he said, there's a Fab line where he was like, even having, he's like, damn, the crib is heavy plated. Can't trust everybody, even heaven's gated. Like, yo, it is what it is. You want to control your kingdom. You want to control your peace too, because sometimes it is hard to keep inviting everyone. Sometimes it is gonna contaminate the good times, and that's when it unfortunately does turn around.
What you said that was Harlem Haberdashery?
The Kels Mania. He's
Brandon, what's up, bro?
He has various other brands and stuff like that. But he started out at 5001 Flavors in Harlem Haberdashery. But he mentioned that the other day about like this good gatekeeping in the sense. You know what I'm saying?
You from Harlem originally?
South Bronx. Bronx Point, to be particular.
Exactly.
Harlem and the Bronx are like cousins. Yeah. So when I started coming around, I went to school in graphic arts, which was in Midtown, but it was heavily populated by a lot of my close friends who was from Harlem, and then I started working in the Harlem market at one point in 2008, and from there I never left. So that's like the relationship.
That's
Harlem
crazy.
is real tight knit, bro.
Oh, it is. It's such a small community. Like, I swear I feel like I live there, because like half of my niggas, bro, it's like a small community, and it's like if you know, but it's like it's really such a tight knit community out there. For real, it's such a small group of really and it's love too. It's not like.
I was telling J.O. earlier, like in comparison to Brooklyn, it's easier to micromanage Harlem. There's only about 50 blocks in the sense. Brooklyn, you got Crown Heights.
It's a lot.
East New York.
Crown Heights is Harlem alone.
Junction.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like like Bed-Stuy.
Yeah.
Bed-Stuy done split up in 3 parts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Williamsburg, Bushwick.
Yo, we giving the
like
viewers a real tour of New York today. Cause if you ain't from here, buddy, you gonna learn a thing or two with this advice today. Like, but honestly, John Jay, your story is something that is like, I ain't gonna lie to you, and I'm not trying to gas you up, but your story is like a movie, bro. The way you rose out of, like, where you came from and where you at is admirable. You know what I'm saying? Like, my man was doing a good amount of work over there at Hunts Point. It was called The Point, right? Is that the name of the place?
For sure, yeah.
Can you tell us about how you got situated with The Point?
You know what?
Tell people what The Point is. I feel like I'm introducing it, and I ain't really give people enough information, but let's jump. I don't know if you want to jump into it.
Wow. So The Point, Hunts Point is the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Right?
The Bronx.
It's in the South Bronx.
For those who don't know.
So when you think about where hip hop kind of first started,
yes,
that was in one of them areas.
Yes, sir.
Because, the Yankee game. Hey, the Bronx is burning live. That's Hunts Point. So I lived on 156 in Amsterdam up until about 4 years old. Moved to Hunts Point in April of 1990. That's when we signed the lease. So we had a new building. So imagine April 1990, 3-bedroom, 2 bathrooms. It was a walk up, but we were in a freshly new building from a neighborhood that had been burnt down already.
Yeah. Yeah, so, and just to give people an insight, right? Like if you're not from New York or if you don't know the history, the Bronx was burning through the 80s. Like a lot of buildings.
Yes.
Pause. A lot of buildings were burnt down.
Still.
Shut the fuck up. Nah, but the Bronx, it was it was a lot of shady. It was a lot of slumlords.
Yeah, slumlords, shady.
You know what I mean?
Practices.
Burning out while they were trying to get insurance claims and stuff like that. So
burning down the buildings because they felt there was no value there.
And then there was also a little bit of politics. That's what led to the what we call oh my God, redlining. You know what I mean? Like the fire departments weren't trying to they weren't getting enough funds. The city was trying to cheat the city and the people that's in the city. It was like they knew where to spread the. I don't want to get too deep on these people.
I mean, real quick, but it's funny how the pendulum swings and the tables turn because to live in the South Bronx, at least in the hood where some of my people are from, like Mott Haven, Patterson, all the homies over there, right by them projects. The $1 million condos. So now it's the South Bronx is close to the city.
Yeah.
That's One of my good friends states, he says, when they gave us the dollar brownstones, he's he said something like they kind of lent it to us and now they coming to take it back. So to answer the original question, Hunts Point was kind of in the pivotal of neighborhoods burning down. So of course you got empty lots.
Yep.
Breakdancing, b-boying, all of this is being formed. The turntables in the park, people rapping, people doing graffiti, Tats crew. So all of that came out of, Hunts Point was a part of that nucleus where a lot of that stuff was born. So I remember, I got memories of hanging in vans, burned out vans with my homeboys just chilling, homeboys, homegirls. We just chilling in vans. I remember going to churches in the neighborhood to get free snacks. I stumbled upon The Point, which is the community center in Hunts Point. So Hunts Point, CDC stands for Community Development Corporation. They've been a nonprofit and for many years, not even accepting public funding, just building, the resources. So they had classes in there where you were able to learn how to b-boy, right? So Crazy Legs taught me.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. On some
hip
hop.
Yo, if y'all don't know, this is some legendary shit. That's a legend.
Yeah.
It's a New York legend. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm not the best break.
Nah, but that's some wild shit. That's a fun fact I did not never knew.
Yeah. So he was there. I learned Latin percussion from Andrew Rodriguez.
Okay.
Very prominent music artist, straight from Puerto Rico. So there was so many things. They were in Tats crew, taught me. They were doing graffiti classes and stuff like that. And it just so happens they had a photography class which was sponsored by the International Center of Photography, and it's still there to this day.
That's amazing.
So if you have kids that want to learn photography, darkroom, black and white, chemicals, getting your hands dirty, old school film, you could go to the point to this day and sign your child up for free 99.
That's dope. And one of the things I admire about Donjai, and I don't want to say here like I'm trying to blow my boy up, but I really do. I admire these things. He didn't just go through the system, he went back and taught there.
Yes. So the full, it's funny how time flies, but also like the full 360. You mentioned that I went back and started teaching. So I kind of come from that non-profit background, so I understand what it's like to not have, or for other people to not have those opportunities. Like, how many people in my age bracket or yours, we in close proximity, have photography classes, if not in high school, but in their own neighborhood? You know,
I have to interrupt you, because I tell you something.
Right.
That's one of the things that I actually did. That I saw a problem in Long Island. Like,
okay.
I was born in the Bronx. That's why it's funny that we do have a connection. I was born in the Bronx.
Nice.
I was born in Parkchester. I was, Noble Ave, okay, East Tremont.
Wow.
That's where I was born.
Okay.
But I was raised in Long Island, so I don't ever fake it like I'm from a Bronx, like I'm a Bronx nigga. I was raised out here,
right.
We didn't have media classes and shit like that. Media is something I stumbled on out of just passion.
Yeah.
But I wish that I had early insight, because I was an old man catching up to a young man's game when I got in. Like, I started at 27, where a lot of niggas, like, I was looking at Puff's young cameraman at like 19, 20. This nigga named oh my God, I can't remember the nigga's name, but at 20 years old, this little nigga was buying his first house. I'm like, oh shit, like, I'm just getting my feet wet.
But you know what? Although I started taking photography classes at 9 years old, I feel like
Carlos, my bad, that was his name. His name was Los, young Los.
I feel like I probably spent 10 years not on my ish and getting back into it, but that 10 years was like learning the game, like figuring out, how to reinvent myself, because I probably already realized that, if you're gonna make a first impression, sometimes you don't get a second chance at a first impression. So I feel like I'm playing catch up myself. When people see me all the time, they be like, yo, I'll be like, listen, I'm playing catch up. Because I feel like I should have been somewhere else 10 years ago. But God's timing, divine.
That's a fact.
So I'm not tripping.
That's a fact.
I'm not tripping.
I don't know. I feel like there's something that the city offers within close proximity. Okay. That's why you might have missed out on it in Long Island, because they have all of these little programs at the Y. And different stuff. I went
to Red Hook have one too?
Yeah, Red Hook. I went to Made in New York.
Yeah.
So Made in, Yeah, that was it had like Red Hook drives.
And then on the 360 side of things, through Hunts Point, for about 7 years, I started teaching in Red Hook, because one of the people that kind of was funding the program, Mr. Jimmy Moffitt, he had an organization called Art and Commerce, where he represented like prime photographers, Annie Leibovitz, Stephen, all the greats.
Dope.
And it was the 360 was like, listen, you're an adult now. We want you to come teach in Red Hook because we see potential over there.
Gotcha.
So the same method that I was under, but now it's digital photography. We did the same thing in Red Hook for about 7 years.
That's fine.
And get this,
I do remember seeing you at Red Hook for a while.
Yes.
I didn't know what was going on. I be seeing you posted, but you know what's funny?
It happens.
People think they know your life when they post some shit. You don't know fucking nothing. You're just getting a smidgen of this person's life. And people really think they'll look at your story and think they know you. Like, you don't know nothing. Like, I see you at Red Hook. I was like, my nigga's out here working. I don't know what you was doing. But I just knew you was working. But that's funny. Now I'm hearing the full story of it.
I'll be giving him, I give him more than enough. I feel like maybe I should be, like, you know me. You know my bop. You see me on the bike every day. No, but Red Hook Labs is the program that we built, and we taught from around the time that Hurricane Sandy,
and we did some work with them,
came into Red Hook, and then we left when COVID happened.
Oh, wow.
So I came during the tragedy and I left during the tragedy.
Wow.
And that's how the gap closed.
That's so crazy. Mm-hmm. Well, you know what's funny? It's funny you saying that because that's kind of why I started Potify Studios, where we at today. You know, I call it the Rich Compound, but this is the Potify Studios, right?
Yeah.
So we doing the inside. We're outside potting today, but we also have an inside studio. And I really built it with the intention of trying to give the people out here opportunity to kind of get a moment to, hey, there's not an outlet for you out here. And I know that.
Look.
And I hate that because I'm here. I made opportunities for myself, but I'm like, I want to throw a rope back. I want to see people out here that really care about this shit. Yo, there's somewhere for you to go here.
I see somebody getting their hair braided in peace. I see somebody rolling up in peace. I see the kids enjoying themselves in the pool. I got my homegirls over there eating. You doing the damn thing at the compound at Potify Studios.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man.
Fire.
And honestly, even doing this whole thing came out of tragedy. I had caught a federal. Oh my God.
No way.
Not a federal. I had caught a felony charge back in
and I never knew this.
December, and it was some bullshit.
Right.
But me and him had planned on doing this podcast, so we were really like pricing studios because I'm budgeting like I could rent it out every week.
50,
you know.
60, we here,
yeah,
and then we just and then something happened.
Something happened. Life happens sometimes. And
it was a
out of tragedy came
silence.
Blessings.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Radio silence, and then he came up with like, hold on, I got this great idea.
I want to say on the photography. I mean, you just mentioned. I'm sorry, I'll be twisting words like a mother.
It's all right.
You just mentioned a felony, and I'm thinking felony photography.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, I do a lot of business with people who've been behind the wall in different capacities. And there's a gentleman that recently came home, Levi Fernandini, and he started the Weed Strand Mango Piña, which was heavy in the Bronx. And he did some time for that, and I just shot his book cover, and we've been doing some businesses. So I'm happy to see that you got up out of a situation that could have hindered you, and you're making the most of it.
Well, I think that's kind of interesting in itself, because that's kind of why we know each other.
And I never knew that.
That's in a short version of the story, because it's such a long story. But part of the reason I know you, like we talked about the fact I met you, working with Jim Jones at the studio on 28th Street, right?
Yes.
I came in there because of Snags.
Okay. Wow.
Remember Snags?
Yeah.
So now,
Boss Mom.
Yeah.
Patterson.
Man, shout out to Boss Mom Snags.
Hardy Hard, what up?
So I remember I was gonna do a documentary because there was a group called the Wild Cowboys that used to move crazy out in Washington Heights, right?
Yeah.
And one of the dudes had came home from jail and wanted to tell his story. Splash. This is a real pun. Hey guys, be careful with the splash. We got cameras over here. But nah, he had came home from jail, and he wanted me to do a documentary telling his story, and that's how me and Snags got cool, and it ended up becoming a relationship. So it was almost I think this media thing is kind of like a second chance for a lot of people. In a lot of ways, this is a chance for people. Cause there's not a lot of people that are able to get jobs and opportunities doing everything. It's not easy
for media. And I'm just thinking of, you don't know how many times I ran into people who were probably big time drug dealers in their prime. And they listen, I want you to teach me how to use a camera.
Yeah.
I want you to teach me how to edit. You're
crazy.
Calling me for advice.
Dope.
Yo, what's the best equipment to get?
That's dope.
How do I do this? You don't know how many times I get those calls.
That's dope.
And I feel elated because, we talking about gatekeepers. I don't feel like anything with photography is meant to close. I feel like everybody has a set of eyes, God willing, and a perspective. And it's all right, yo, you have the chance to do this. Wow.
Yeah. That's what Instagram started as. That's a photography app.
Yeah.
People were posting images. Yeah. Now it's the meme capital of the world.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Yeah, man. I don't know if you know my boy J.O. Now, me and J.O. Bono, we've been friends for a few years. And Jo, he's a really well-known influencer that was like doing memes and like he did a lot of like
So that's, you know what?
So he did a lot of like curation for like Instagram basically.
I'm calling him Jo, but now J Obama makes sense. I feel like I've seen it. Tagged.
He's like I would say like a web curator. Like I know like you know how it is. You know how the labels reach out to those people online to try to help push certain things. Like Jo was
ahead of your
time,
time.
but it was really early in though. You know,
too early because I didn't know what to do with that.
I know. I still feel like I don't know what to do.
Shut up.
Now I'm thinking about the early blog sites like Free on Smash. And I still go to today. They don't post as much, but that's still mine to go to in case I feel like I missed something. But you would definitely, wow, you were ahead of your time.
That whole, like I said, the whole game. They even had a time when they shut everybody out. A lot of those pages got taken down for copyright reasons.
I remember
people's pictures. You know, like if you don't have license to use certain people's pictures, they were slapping everybody.
On Smash got taken down, and then it became Free on Smash because it was technically locked
the copyright.
Wow.
I feel bad. Like, I think we skipped over the point story. I know we did jump around. God knows we was jumping, but like really working through the point. Like, Do you still go back there today? Do you still work with them?
Yeah, I just picked up my business cards from there. All my mail goes to the point. I mean seriously, I just came back, but I haven't worked with them in a teaching capacity. COVID kind of changed things at the point as well. So if you think about certain places shutting down for a year, or maybe certain places opening up after 6 months with stipulations, the point was closed. No more after school program. We're now a testing site. They kind of stood on business with no, you can't rent the atrium for your baby shower. The point stood on business and staying safe in whatever capacity. So that kind of hindered the working relationship or what have you. But on the same side of things, Maria Torres, who is one of the founders, and Michael Glazebrook, who's like, if I'm Batman, Michael Glazebrook is Alfred.
Oh, gosh.
You know what I'm saying? He helped me.
Orchestrate.
He would do anything from buying food to driving me to teach to Red Hook. I don't even know what Mike does outside of making sure things at the point. One day he's fixing the window or something. Next day, hey, you coming in. I still don't know what the hell Mike
probably been good for years.
But,
he just
right.
living his best life.
But they gave me the blessings to, get your LLC. You always have the space to come here and teach in whatever capacity you want. Here, we'll give you cameras to start this program, whatever it is. Even staying open and still allowing me to receive my mail over there is a big blessing. For people that still communicate via, packages and drop ship and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't taught at the point, but I've been gearing up to go back there and teach. Number one, on some motivational, like I really want to tell young folks about getting their credit together and what's ahead of them after you hit 18, so you could be stable. And then I want to come back and teach in a small capacity digital classes. For the summer, I've been teaching with a lot of, I lost the word.
It's cool.
Sub-coaches.
Got you.
In a sense. So it's like, all right, I found a bunch of skaters in the Lower East Side. Yo, let's go on this photo scavenger hunt today. I met with the Mothership, which is a doula space hosted by Miranda. She reached out to me, hey, let's go on a photo scavenger hunt. So now I'm with probably like 10 women who are all doulas, and I'm learning how to use the camera. We're out in Harlem taking photos. There's another
and they all just learning from
organization, a church organization sponsored by the City Seminary. They were like, hey, listen, we have people, and I mean, they had somebody coming from Brazil, people from all walks of life. You worked with them?
Yeah.
That's what I'm. See, that's small world. So I did. So that's what I've been doing. I took my own funds and I bought 5 cameras that, like, I own probably about 12 cameras. in total, but I bought 5 similar cameras, Sony A6300, only because to me those cameras are still popping after all these years. And I found out when I first started going back into teaching, because I first started to teach 2 summers ago in Harlem.
We're filming on it right now.
Still,
Old Faithful.
the hardest thing to do was have people learning with different models of cameras. So I was cool with just having cameras, but I'm like, no, now we all gotta have the same model.
It just keeps getting more organized.
Yeah. So,
And I'm learning that. Like, the better we get at organizing, the more we can really grow our shit.
That's the little nuances. And even if it's like not waiting on funds to come in, but doing it myself. Now, you could tell me, yo, come out here to Long Island. You know, you got the kids. I got 10 kids, so that means I could probably teach 2 kids per camera to work in a group. And I'll bring the cameras and we situate.
I'm going to figure out, honestly, and I mean this, I'm going to figure out a way where we could work together, because I would love to do something out here in Long Island for the kids, because there's not anything like that out here. And I really, again, like, I'm serious. I really wish I could do more.
And that would get you on.
As far as getting the podcast and equipment to learn how to do shit like this. You know what I'm saying? I do want to say, man, like, going through everything, Donjai is one of the flyest photographers I've ever seen.
I want to say, and I
my man got on Gucci.
I want to.
Like, you see my man Gucci lenses right there, right?
Yeah, a little scratch, but
he not like us.
Yeah, I know. He's definitely not like us. I'm sitting on the other side of LA.
Yeah.
I'm in the valley right now. He's in the hills.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at the valley.
Yeah.
I'll be out there.
Nah, but I seen you recently work. You recently worked with Dapper Dan.
Oh, dope, super dope.
I wanna hear about that. How was it working with Dapper Dan?
Dap is the man because he's a knowledge tree. And even at this big old age, you know, you still gotta have people to tell you how they got it done, how they did it, the mistakes they made, the advice, the history, the experience, coming from somebody like that who's still around to this day and reinvented himself in a sense, you know, decades later after what he calls, you know, before he went underground, after they raided his store and hit him with the copyright infringement or whatever it was, for him to kind of resurface and reinvent himself, whether it's doing the deal with Gucci, whether it's doing the deal with Gap, whether it's doing the deal with Puma, just keep on reinventing himself. To work with or for somebody like that is an honor. Of course, I used to always see him rolling through Harlem, but then, you know, I produce a podcast myself, Block Talk, with D, from the founder of Rough Riders.
Yeah, I pulled up a couple times. That shit is fire,
yes,
man.
You did. He interviewed
Shout out to D.
Dap one day, so I was able to kind of sit in on that conversation and connect with Dap and Dap's assistant Bara, and then he also linked me with Ashley because I had an idea of our kids styling one of his shoots, so I emailed her, and then I kept in touch with Bara, and then one day I get a call from Dap like, yo, what's up, you rocking with us today? I'm like, yeah.
So you didn't know that call was coming?
Nah, because, you know, I'm somebody, and I hate the fact that I was this person, but years later I learned to be, yo, somebody gives you their number, call them. I used to be so in the cut, like when we worked with Jim, you probably didn't even know I speak English because I'm just...
You was quiet.
Chilling.
But you are quiet.
Observing. But I realized the value of keeping relationships and people that have a certain kind of value, or they, you know, they I look at artists all the time and feel like, yo, artists need help. So if you know rolling with Kim for the bulk of her career, if she's fucking with, you know, rocking with you obviously there's something that you add to that table.
Absolutely.
So I had to learn later, like, yo, pick up the phone and call these people. Shoot them a text, no matter how annoying it is, or shoot them a text. So I had to become that person. Oh, well, let me hit up whoever today. Let me shoot Styles a text. Yo, let me shoot Dave a text. Let me see what they're doing. You know, just stay in that loop. Shoot them a text. Let me shoot Dap a text. That's how it works.
Nah, you know what's funny about that? It's weird because, like, I tell a lot of people that this game is like school. You know what I'm saying? You learn every step that you go, every room you enter.
Sure.
And I'm actually like a little shocked hearing that come from you.
What part? That I wasn't.
Nah, the fact that you learned that that you're needed by these rappers in that room.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's funny, I learned that very same thing, and I'm not trying to be a Me Too.
Yeah, no.
But I swear to God,
everybody needs help.
I swear to God, I was telling Jo this same thing last week. I said, yo, the one thing I learned from being with Jim, because I was with Jim for at least 3 years at this time, right? We were in there every night, on clockwork. 9 o'clock, I was showing up with my partner Kalichi, and we would be leaving at like 1 in the morning. Normally, we would have to wait till they were done playing Madden to get to work. Or until they was done going to the club so we can get back to the studio and get to work. Or,
you know what?
You know what I'm saying?
I was just on the phone with Ash.
Oh, man. Shout out to my nigga Ashley.
And I think he got the name wrong, but he definitely asked about your partner. I think he said, but his name was Kalichi?
Yes.
Ash, literally, when J.O. pulled up and I was on the phone for a half hour, definitely, I told him where I was at. So, yeah, shout out to
Ash, man. 7:30. That's how I remember it.
That's how, we held
But yeah, man, I was like telling him, like, I was just in the routine of just being happy to be there at that time in my career. I was just that happy to be there person. Like, oh, I'm just lucky to be in this room. I'm just happy to be there. Don't get stuck in that feeling. I know this is the Just Advice podcast, so I want to leave y'all with this. Don't get stuck in that feeling, because you could end up missing the opportunity staring at it too long.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I remember being so happy to be there and showing a routine of just time to make the donuts. We going to the club, going back to the studio, going out to the, going to the whatever, going back to the studio. But then one day, it changed for me. And that's when this message sunk in. One day I get to the studio, and it's dim. And Jim is just sitting there in the cut, and you can tell his mood is not the same. Nobody's going to the club tonight. Ain't no strip club, no bottles, nothing. It seemed like he was just in a different mood. So I'm thinking, like, this nigga's not happy. So I remember Jim was like, yo, I need it. We were just sitting there in this room, and it wasn't even well lit. It was, like, darker than normal. He just stood up and was like, yo, everybody get out. And I heard him, so I started packing up. Because I'm like, you don't got to tell me twice. And then he said it again. He said, I need everybody to get the fuck out. So as I'm getting my bag, and I told Kalichi, looks like we going to have an early night tonight, my boy. We going home. This nigga had put his hand on my shoulder like, not you. If you don't have a reason to be here.
I feel like I was there that day.
You probably was. Wow. If you don't have a reason to be here, I need you to get the fuck out. And like the whole studio cleared out. And it was just us, and he just wanted to get to work. He was just in a working mood that night. But what it told me is that I'm not just happy to be here. I'm an asset. Yeah, like he said, if you don't have a reason to be here, I'm like, oh shit, I have a reason to be here. And then after that, it just taught me a lesson. Like, rather than going to every room like I'm happy to be here, I'm looking for the reason to be there in every room I go in. I'm looking at every opportunity differently at that point. Because it was a lesson a lot of young kids had to learn. Like, a lot of my interns were like, yo, man, I need this and I need that. And these rappers don't want to give me this and that. I'm like, because you ain't looking for what they need. You just looking at what you need. If you go in there and look for what they need, you can barter with what you need and get what everybody needs to make everybody happy. And that's good business. Yo, since then, I looked at every door I went in, I was just on some like, yo, how can I help y'all? How can I get down? Let me know how I could be of an asset. Because there's ways you can help me and we can help each other.
Nice.
And that shit has never failed, bro.
Wow.
Never. So it's the same thing you were saying about, like, not taking advantage of the opportunity.
Right.
Not just being in the room. You feel me? Because you were like, I'm not just going to be a fly on the wall. I got to make sure I build a connection with these people. I'm going to call them back. I'm going to actually make this a valuable exchange. I can't just waste the opportunity of being in this room.
Right.
It's a value to this shit.
Because I feel like, especially when you're dealing with maybe high-profile celebrities, don't get it twisted. At some point, there's like a hierarchy or maybe like a positive gatekeeping, where it's like, for a reason, we go through management for this, just for communication or to make sure this person is on point or this person came, or maybe you're being protected by something you can't see. But if you win somebody over with their personality and they happen to be like, all right, here's my personal number, or, how can I, because celebrities are high profile, people sometimes they want to be treated as human as possible too.
Yeah.
Like, damn, why I don't know about the sneaker drops? Why I don't know about, because people already assume that you was probably getting these sneakers for free, or you were that cool. No, they be trying to figure out.
So they don't have an A-list celebrity sneaker list, no? Alright, so
I'm just saying, you know, just certain things, you know, sometimes they want to be, you know, because it get crazy sometimes if you can't walk the street by yourself, but they want to be included. Oh, damn, I want invites to.
I'll be honest, that's something that I'm pretty sure that they miss, like being able to act normal. I ain't gonna lie to you, for the longest time, even doing this pod wasn't something that was in my wheelhouse for a while because I was so in love with being behind the scenes.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? I never really wanted to be on camera. I always valued, come on. Everybody, our co-host Bobo. Bobo, welcome back to set. Bobo, ladies and gentlemen. But nah, like, I always value being behind the scenes. Right. So it's like, for me, it's just like, I definitely didn't see the potential of it. Like, I always like, you know what, I'm gonna hide back here. I don't want to be on camera and all that, but I forgot where I was going when I brought in Bobo to be on track.
That's just you didn't plan.
Oh, sorry. I always value being behind the scenes because, like, with us working so close to these artists, I do see how annoying it is to not be able to live a normal life, and I kind of do cherish that. Like, I want to go to the park with my kid and not feel like I gotta hide or protect them. You know what I'm saying? Or I have to have security with me when I go get a haircut. You know what I'm saying? Like, simple shit. Like, I don't think a lot of artists get to enjoy those luxuries anymore. It's a luxury to them, I mean. Yeah. To us, it's normal, but normalcy is a luxury, I think.
That's why I don't ever want, and I think, you know, everything is ordained. You know, being a photographer, video director, I think, you know, being behind the scenes as much as possible, although in a sense we are public figures, because we get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
I want to be able to ride my city bike the way I've been doing. You know, people run into me all the time, or I run into, and sometimes I might not know their name or remember them or something like that. And it'd be cool interactions for the most part. But I want to be able to, you know, I don't want none of the stuff that come with it. If I need security I came here with 3 girls, 4.
Friends, good.
My homegirl, what's up? Like,
yo.
I mean, I don't know. I don't mind. Turn my kids into punks.
You training that
in the gated community?
You want that Will Smith package? I want the Will Smith package.
I want the Will Smith.
You want a Willow and
Oh yeah. Just put me up somewhere. Man, listen, I don't even care. They don't need to go nowhere.
So,
COVID, keep everybody away, 6 feet.
So switching gears a little, right? Like, watching Donjai come in when I met him. Well, not come in. I don't want to. Let me rearrange that because that's incorrect. The way I really want to say it is come into my life. Watching where he was at, because he was already in growth at that point, right? He was already beyond a novice. He was very well a shooter at that point, well into his career, but at the point where I met him, watching the trajectory continue, I was like, "Oh shit!" I'm a person that's proud. I look at my friends and I don't never get that. I don't got that hate gene in me. It's not there. I don't know. I love seeing my friends win.
Same.
So when I see my man next to Johnny Nunez, I said, "Oh, my boy made it." I ain't gonna lie, my boy's on. Because if you in this media game, especially if you're in New York and you know Johnny Nunez. Right?
One of those.
When I seen you with Johnny, I said, "Nah, my boy doing it." How did you get connected with Johnny Nunez? I don't know if you're comfortable talking about this.
No. I'm cool. I can talk about anything. I'm an open book, and it's funny because I'm going through my phone and I'm looking at old footage of. But that's once again, I didn't really, start calling or texting them to maybe after COVID 2020. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
And I'm like, all right, let me start being that person to. Even he needs help.
Yeah. He's everywhere.
See, any events he's at, sometimes I'm assisting. Yo, you need this, you need that. Sometimes he might have an alley-oop, he might have a bag, but sometimes I'm just checking in. He enrolled his kids into one of my programs, so I taught them on 2 occasions, I taught at one of the programs they were already at. They came to one of my programs. Yeah. It's like each one teach one. But I definitely met Johnny on the scene, but just following up and like, yo, you need, the thing is, like, let's say I went to school for photography. Other people probably did it. Other people are kind of very celebrity driven. He kind of created excelled in that path. You may call it personal photography. There's a time where he's jumping on them jets with Oprah, Russell Simmons, whoever's at the height of their career, Rockefeller, he's like the personal photographer. There's times where it might be what some people may consider paparazzi. I don't know, but more so personal, but to the point where you considering it paparazzi now, even if he's editorial
photography.
Even if he's at an event, what's paparazzi for you was personal for whoever, Heidi Klum, Megan Good, whoever's just seeing him because they already worked with him, and they happy that he's there, and he paved the way for other people.
A lot of
so
people.
You have to
this whole
honor,
game right now. He's like a Rushmore, I feel, in the game.
You have to honor, respect, and if you have the opportunity to reach out to your OGs or the people you look up to, go for it. And that's how that relationship.
I want to jump in right here. You said something real key, to learn something.
Right.
I'm looking at the niggas who actually care learning and accelerating.
You said who? What learning?
I see the niggas who actually care.
Oh, right. Yeah, the care.
Learning and accelerating. I'm not trying to get super deep. I'm being honest. Like, when it comes down to it, there was something that you said that really shocked me just now. The fact that Johnny Nunez kids is learning from you said the school you was able to teach.
Yeah, when I was doing the summer camp, he brought his kid
to the
camp.
Not
only did he come to teach to my kids, he brought his kids, and then he said, "Yo, come to their camp."
Yeah, to me, you just said some mind fucking blowing shit. Cause now, in my head, Johnny Nunez is one of the illest photographers in the world, right? And he's comfortable letting his kids learn the game from you. Nigga, that's huge, bro. That's huge. You humble as shit. You a humble nigga, my nigga.
They can always learn from him.
You a humble nigga, my nigga.
I appreciate that.
That's huge. Yo, one of the illest quotes I heard, right? Somebody was telling me about niggas who get comfortable, right? They was like, yo, back in the day, people had to really think about the fact that even Tiger Woods had a trainer.
Wow.
The best golfer in the world still needed someone to help him with his swing. And he's the best golfer in the world. It doesn't mean that you can't learn something from somebody else. Even if you feel like you're better, or even if you feel like you're the best, there's always more room for you and yours to learn. And I think a lot of people, they cut their legs short because they don't want to learn no more. They know it all. That know-it-all mentality is it's like a casket, my nigga.
Wow. Yeah, it's closed doors. You know it all.
What else is there to live for? You know everything. What?
Effort.
You know what I'm saying? You got it all. What is there to tell you?
You got it.
I can't. Like, that's such a jewel. Everything you said just now it definitely spoke to me. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, J.O. My bad. Before you say that, J.O., turn your mic down towards you because it's facing up. My bad. Yeah, that's cool. My bad. Jump right in.
I was seeing. I was looking on your page, and pardon me for not liking this post because.
No, it's all good.
No, I got it sent to me through text message.
Right.
And it didn't load up on my Instagram, so I'm looking through a webpage.
Okay.
The 5-minute documentary you did with the people with Vitiligo.
Oh,
am I pronouncing it right?
Vitiligo.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, yo.
And plus, by the way, like we were talking about it off camera.
Right.
I don't know what you were shooting on.
Okay.
Like the visuals were amazing. I like network television visuals.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I feel like I used the Sony A7R4 and maybe the A6300, and I know at some point I used the DJI Osmo. Okay. But shout out to Peter, Paul, and Todd.
Oh, I
yes.
remember?
These 3 brothers are from Harlem, right? And I met them through Shane, somebody I went to high school with.
Yeah.
But these are like in Harlem is very small, very micromanageable. You know, these guys are just like your neighborhood heroes in a sense. You know what I mean? Like, they take care of their kids. You know, some of them probably did time and they trying to turn over the new leaf. They're discovering themselves through vitiligo, through opportunities, modeling, and things of that nature. And, you know, they hired me one day to do like a party.
Yeah.
But it took maybe 3 or 4 years for me to really work with them in the capacity that I wanted to work with them, where it was just like beneficial. You know what I'm saying? Like they like your average Harlem. They could get you whatever you need. And I was telling people, yo, meet them. Oh, listen, if you need this, they got you. I was just connecting them, but we never even really locked in really until Dapper Dan came out with the Christmas line with Gap. And then I was like, yo, let me photograph yo. They've been taking photos already, but we never worked in that capacity of purpose.
So you bridged that gap.
Well, yeah, in a sense, because I got the gear, and then it's like, and then they got the notoriety. Dap seen it. I seen one of them the other day. Yo, Dap pulled up to the block. He hopped out on us. Now he's trying to figure out how to work directly with them. Everybody in his camp seen it. Gap seen it. Yeah. Hey, can we repost this? You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that to say this. No matter how long you may know somebody, it may take a while for y'all to kind of work in the divine purpose. And I love those brothers. They super dope. But it took a while for us to work in the divine purpose. And it worked.
I love that.
Thing worked. And you telling me we appreciate you for the little doc that we did.
Yeah.
If you liking that was.
And that was like,
you know what I'm saying?
5-minute doc, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, like that leaves a window for a bigger documentary. Were you able to use old footage that you did when they did their party?
No, I didn't even go into that hard drive. I used footage from, they walked the Darucci Leather show. It was probably 3 or 4 days worth of footage, and then I asked them to send me footage of how they looked before their skin was, kind of, I guess, like, had the effects of vitiligo, like when they were younger. I just said, hey, send me a couple of photos of that. I'm gonna throw it in. And
the visuals on that are bananas.
I appreciate that, J.O. Thank you. And shout outs to the Graham brothers, Peter, Paul, and Tata. Much love, man.
All right, so we had to switch seats. Welcome back. We had to switch seats. We had to put my man Donjai in the hot seat. For a new segment that we like to call This or That. It's a nice logo, right?
I love it.
Yo, I love this AI shit. This free labor is amazing. This is probably what slavery felt like.
Chat GPT.
We're not going down
That's my favorite shit. Chat GPT.
That Chat GPT.
That's my shit.
I just got my last resume off Chat GPT.
Period.
They said I got a 6-figure job coming. Nigga, who you playing with? All right, first question. Gazelles
Shades.
or Cartiers?
Cartiers or Gazelle shades?
Going for gazelles.
I'm gonna go with Gazelle. Similar to my birthday, might be like 8826 or something like that.
Yeah.
Probably when you met me in the early years, I probably had them in every color, but I used to break them. I'm not good with shades.
It's hard.
Only because I feel like Cartier with shades is a pandemic-y kind of thing. Like, that's like, I just ran into some new money. Cartier, I mean, is known for their jewelry. I feel like if you wear, talk to me.
Okay. I'm just going to speak on the before the pandemic money mofos.
Okay.
Copy. I like that.
We was getting money,
it's a big difference.
We was rocking Cartiers.
Copy.
Before the pandemic.
Copy.
Okay.
I don't want to, white collar.
I'm not mad at that. But let's just say this, right?
If you was in, you was in.
If we're thinking about, let's say, Nike, 9 times out of 10, we're thinking about sneakers. Now, we might buy socks, we might buy a shirt, we might even buy a hat, but we primarily go to them for sneakers.
Yes, sir.
So for me, knowing Gazelle as a primarily as a glasses or an eyewear brand, that's what I would go to them for.
Gotcha.
That's just me.
Well, it's funny you bring up Nike.
Cartiers are dope too.
It's funny you bring up Nike.
Yes.
Our next one, Nike or Adidas?
Sheesh, man. I'm not. I mean, you know,
That's old school.
Yeezy done made some. You know, Yeezy made a milestone. He done did some things in a short amount of time with Adidas, and I'm gonna go with Nike for safekeeping. Just more pairs in the closet, but you know, like Carlton Yato, his sister, she has a pair of Adidas. Adidas, I feel like it's for the underdogs, and the people they still kind of offer those opportunities. I'm mad that Nike is suing everybody.
Especially
what's the kid?
Kai.
Yeah,
Kai.
I'm mad at that
Shout out to
because
Kai.
you know we are people as consumers that looked up to y'all. We spent mad money with y'all.
Yeah.
There's no way of partnering who you're already inspired.
I get what you're saying.
So I'm mad at them about that, but you know. Interesting. What's going on over there? What's going on over there?
All right, so for the next one, we're going a little film based.
Oh, all right, that's cool.
Sony or Canon?
They both neck and neck, but I currently use Sony. Purchase into their R series, I was still having error messages. Now in this big old age, if I'm getting hired to do a wedding, I can't afford to have an error message.
Yes.
That kind of stops my whole show.
Yes.
I don't know what that's about, but Canon look into that.
And they were so
I love
used
both
to.
of
I was used to my Canon. My first that was my first camera, a 7D.
Oh yeah,
that was
yep.
I was about to say,
that's like a Rushmore.
Yeah, I had the Mark III.
The Rushmore.
So
You
I
know?
know.
You serious?
Yeah, back in my LA days,
And-
my Los Angeles days.
But they used to overheat, and I used to hate that.
They used to
And
what?
it's
Overheat. Yes.
and I think that's still an issue.
And I mean, to this day,
I heard.
with time they advance, but damn.
Okay.
We got another one here.
This or that.
And this is segue into another question too. Another one later. 8K or CGI?
I'm very into. I mean, I've seen some amazing things with CGI. I also seen some amazing things with the last Batman movie that came out. I've been filming on the LCD panels, on the LED panels. Excuse me if I. So I would. Damn it, man. I don't know, man. I'm convinced. But
And then you gotta
as you
remember
shoot is as you shoot.
Whatever looks best.
You know, but I like tactile things. Like if we're gonna blow up the street, let's blow up the street. Let's, you know, if we shoot in the AK, so I would rather that than in studio shots.
Yeah, that's true. So definitely AK.
All right. Vibes Cartel in jail for murder charges. They say he's coming home, but it's a rumor. I'm not sure if it's true or not.
The world boss.
World boss. What do you mean?
So we want to know, as a Negro Damas,
Negro Damas.
predict this for us. Is Vibes Cartel coming home or not?
If you would have asked me this about a week ago or 2 weeks ago or whenever they just he just went up against the board and for like an appeal or something like that, but they overturned it, I would have predicted that he comes home and goes back up because of whatever, like the probation or whatever that consists of. I predicted that he would come home, but because it's so strict as far as him like being whatever, he's gonna eventually go back up.
Oh wow.
As Negro Damas. I would hate to wish that, but you know, Jamaica, you know, strict, man.
I feel like we're being too easy on you.
Yeah.
You feel like?
Yeah.
You too relaxed.
Am I?
I don't like this.
All right, so
Shake it.
you gotta pick one.
Oh, Lord. She trying to
Harlem or the Bronx?
Harlem all day, but
Wait, what'd you say?
Harlem or the Bronx?
Harlem or the Bronx?
Harlem.
that's his.
You got him. You got one. He got one. Allegedly. Got him. Allegedly. You got one. Yeah. I hope. Hey, his at is at Donjai did it. Just so you Harlem lights out there. What's his
right here.
at? It's at Donjai did it. That's his at.
Yo, I love both. I love Harlem and the Bronx.
Nah.
With the South.
It's this or that. It's this or that.
right, I'm gonna go with Harlem.
You need to leave.
My man is switching sides!
Hold on. Bad hoes. Exactly why.
I gotta hear this.
I'm going to go with Harlem because it's much smaller and things are easily accessible. So if you busting the move from the east side to the west side, uptown to downtown, central, or even if you got to cross the bridge to the South Bronx. Remember, I'm somebody who I'm on bike a lot of times. You see,
All the time.
you know what I'm saying? Now the Bronx is mad huge. I done lived in Edenwald.
Oh, shit.
Traveling to Red Hook, Brooklyn, which is Edenwald's at the end of the Bronx. Red Hook, Brooklyn is like almost at the end of Brooklyn.
Same corner.
So for me to go to Edenwald to Hunts Point is a trek. For me to go to Edenwald to Soundview is a trek. For me to go, you know what I'm saying? Just for in the lieu of time, I'm gonna go with Harlem just for that reason.
I can't be mad.
I like that for you.
All right.
I can't honestly.
Yeah, we can do
Knowing
that.
everything.
We can do that.
Accessibility.
Accessibility.
I can't even be mad at you,
Because it
brother.
is
I understand.
accessible.
He
It's
got
more
so many.
accessible than the
There's so
Bronx.
much history in the home that he got. I get it.
right now.
All right. Wait.
Honorary member.
Oh
It was real
man,
right.
ah, damn!
Let that man live. Let that man live.
Bronx it is.
He
Man,
was
the
too
Bronx
comfortable. He was too comfortable. He was too
We got him
comfortable.
sweating
He was too comfortable. I'm sorry. All right, we're gonna be easy on you now. We're gonna take it. We're gonna take it back a little. We're gonna take it back a little.
I'm not from neither borough, so I respect it.
All right. All right.
He's from the Bronx.
All right.
You ready for the next one? You ready?
I'm all in.
Ready?
Let's do it.
All right.
Still fucks with you.
Drake versus Kendrick.
Yo. All jokes aside, see, they probably not in tune with the music, like the music. Hold on, you talking about the battle?
Bro, I'm in tune.
You in tune?
I'm in tune.
So wait up.
I'm in tune.
Hot.
I got my
Wait up. Yo, this is the first time ever.
Anybody got a lighter?
Is it hot in here?
It's hot in here.
The talk. Literally, maybe 2 days ago, for the first time ever, I watched the video. Drop and Give Me 50 was the proper title for this. A family.
Drop and Give Me 50.
The title is Family. Drop and Give Me 50.
I know the song.
What's the name of the title? It's not Family Matters or Family Matters? Alright. So I watched the video. Maybe he combined both songs.
Yeah.
But for the other day, because I'm a visual person, I seen. Oh,
And I see. You know what's
but
funny? You know what's funny about that? I can't.
I'm late to the party though.
I'm gonna let you cook.
But
I'm late.
I never heard the Kendrick song in its full entirety. But from what I've always heard, I've always told this one right here, Zio Mary, that
They not like us.
Wait, you never heard the full They Not Like Us?
in its full entirety.
Nobody listens to
no,
the
no,
full
listen.
song.
Wait,
Everybody
till it's
only
done.
takes
Wait,
out the
no,
key points.
No, not like us.
Like
You
in
need to
bits
listen.
and pieces.
That's
But you know, we visual. So I
Yeah.
watched the video,
freaking.
I'm reading the captions, I'm hearing the song. Yo, Kendrick kind of cooked him.
Kind of.
He could.
He put him on. He put him on.
Yo, but in such
That's the other way around.
in such a elegant kind of style,
I think it's black.
in the form of battling, he cooked him.
Yeah.
In the form of
But it's a Drake.
visually
Yeah.
It's a Drake to put
deciphering,
him on
he cooked him.
Oh.
In the form of, I'm gonna capitalize off this record and make sure this may be Grammy nominated. This is
Kendrick.
going for we going for ads. We in the top 10s. We building up in anticipation. First time you hear the song, 2 months later. Now we dropping the video. Who knows what he's doing 2 months from now? His strategic plot with just this one record.
Drake did
He-
that for him.
Oh, Kendrick cooked him
Yeah.
Drake did that for
in
him.
a big. And I
He
get
put
what
that
you're
battery
saying.
on his
Yeah.
back.
I get what you're saying. It took Drake for Kendrick to come out, but you know, like a calm wolf is still a wolf.
Yeah.
I mean, he still made it off of
So
Drake's
let me understand.
sign.
What's after this?
Drake's co-sign. Because this was all behind Drake at the end of the day.
I feel like
No,
we
guys,
get more
no.
already.
Whoa.
You got it wrong. You got it wrong.
Listen.
I mean, why he was
going
sorry.
hard.
Let me stop being a
I don't think Kendrick isn't going to capitalize and see
I would
that
hope for it to
people
be
love that
over.
Bay West Coast sound and everybody's getting
Yes.
into it.
Yeah.
You don't think he's
Look
gonna
at the dance
capitalize
that they
over
brought back. That old school like that.
Yeah.
Come on.
Two-stepping.
Come
Is he gonna
on.
have circumstantial?
Yo, I hope it's over after now.
He's a conscious rapper.
He unified the Bloods and Crips. Y'all really gonna tell me Drake won? What does Drake know about black rap?
Well,
What does he know about rhythm and poetry? How about you tell me that one?
But isn't
Because a catchy song simply just ain't telling the black story and how hip hop is now the black voice
Talk
in
about it,
music,
sis.
okay? And we're not getting that voice from Jimmy, who literally spent half his life with his white mother. And then in Daddy's mansion, he don't know nothing about the hood. He don't know nothing about hustling. He don't know nothing about. He don't know nothing about that gang shit.
Yeah.
All right, that's Kendrick every time.
You're
Right.
good.
Otra vez.
And that's what I'm saying. He's a conscious
Yo,
rapper.
the
There's a
peanut-
difference.
The peanut
There's a
gallery.
difference between rapping and
I'm done. I'm out.
This is the peanut gallery.
The peanut gallery has spoken. The peanut gallery has spoken.
Kendrick, I ain't got to throw it out here with me, but you
Man,
know,
that was a hot topic.
Whoa.
That was a hot topic. All
What are you
right, we got two more. We got two more for you.
That's it.
We got two more for you.
What you mean that's it? We had
We got two more for you.
all right.
All right,
Save the best for last.
if you could marry somebody,
Right.
That's a good question.
Glorilla or Ice Spice?
Glorilla all day.
Oh,
Ice Spice is a piece of
You gotta claim this. It's my little babe. It's my boo right here. You taking holiday pictures and all that.
too, but she an ass.
I gotta hear this.
Damn, yo.
Yeah.
You know what it is? I like.
She only got one song.
Who you talking about?
It's not y'all. I ain't part of that.
Yo.
Come on, bro. Come on. You got 3, 2.
It might have to be Glorilla.
I figured that. I figured that.
My man said.
Not only
My
because
man
photographs
is
are-
set tripping on the Bronx all day today. All day. My man is not choosing the Bronx today. I don't know what's going
It's not
on.
about choosing the Bronx. It's about choosing what's right.
Ice Spice is the
Nah, we about to
Ice
get
Spice
y'all.
is the Bronx. Like she's giving
Nah, nah, nah.
little girl
Nah,
high school.
hold on, Peanut Gallery. We gotta let Donjai
I'm
cook.
saying Glorilla.
Only because
Who's giving little girl?
Hold on,
Ice
hold on.
Spice.
Oh, yeah.
Well, all right, choose.
Damn, alright. I'm gonna go with Glorilla because the apple of my eye, who I like my ideal woman, I like, Glorilla, and at least in her raps, at least, she's kind of hood. Like I like that.
You like that?
Yeah.
Not too much
So Ice Spice not hood.
over-sexualizing herself, right?
I see it clean. I see her as a clean.
Yeah.
I mean, her flow is very smooth. It's very so many ways to get paid. Like it's clean. Glorilla's like.
Yeah, all right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if she rap, ratchet.
He like a ratchet.
Like a hood.
He love a matches.
Okay.
That's a,
She said she about to show her ass. These niggas love a freak. That's what he said. That's niggas.
so you like Ice Spice?
That's niggas. You like that shit. Glow. You feel me?
But you like, but
feel me?
Ice Spice is really outside showing her butt.
The meme shit. The meme shit. Hold up.
Who's just checking it? Oh my gosh.
Can somebody pass a Don?
What?
The Don?
Yeah, we need a little Don.
Does that mess up the continuity?
Nah, we live
Because
now.
they can't see
Oh,
that.
you giving it
We
to
rolling.
me.
Yeah,
You're giving it.
All right.
Oh, you're giving it to me. Now there's that.
So we got one more for you, Donjai. You handled that this and that pretty smoothly, man.
I didn't feel like
It got hot. It got a little spicy.
steamy.
No pun intended. But we got one more for you.
Okay, let's do it.
It's something we was talking about earlier, so it kind of slid in there. And what do you feel? What do you feel more on this or that with the way the memes go? The traditional pictures, because you're a photographer,
Right.
or the videos, and the ones that come with the videos that you turn into reels.
Damn it, yo.
Because I mean, like, you get a chance to really capture the sense with the photos still, but I mean, we're talking about what people are visually orientated to.
I get a quick. This is just me. Wait, you're switching. You're flipping the switch. What's up? What's up?
No.
Nah, you good.
We good?
I was adjusting his position for camera.
I get a quick flip. I get a nice laugh out of photos and words. Yeah. Without, because sometimes they take a while. Sometimes they take a while to get to the point with the videos. And like I said, I just started entering the real space or taking it serious and understanding what I'm giving and what they're giving me. You know, before I was consistent, but it was like, let's make this make sense. You know, but I love the simple form factor of a photo and some text. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna laugh.
Simplicity.
That makes me feel
Yeah.
good.
No,
Like, I
you-
feel like I'm a
you
I thought I was a relic.
an innovator.
I was out of town.
Innovator and originator. So there's still a space for that, for sure.
Still,
1000%.
you're telling me there's still a chance.
That was the last one.
Yeah,
I thought you was gonna lay it heavy. Pause, man.
It's still actually. I feel like that style kind of circulated again.
you think so?
I've been,
Photos
seeing,
in the-
I've been seeing a lot more of the meme pages posting slides now with quotes.
Okay, yeah, oh, right.
It's kind of
there you go.
It's kind of
I've been
recircled back to what
I even
Instagram
see-
was
I
originally.
even
Yes,
see
yeah,
women,
facts.
women
You know?
post
Okay.
like slides of, it's like 2 or 3 photos of themselves and then a quoted meme in the
Of
middle
course.
of that, and then another 2 photos
Because
of
it
themselves.
goes with the actions that with the photos.
Yeah, that, and then they'll have a caption
Yeah.
at the bottom too.
Right.
related to- I
All
mean, like,
that
they've been-
you gotta
they've been
think
getting
about
real
it.
creative
See,
with
that's why I take forever to post. So don't watch me. Watch TV. I might be on there too. No, it's
That was our meme segment, right?
Huh?
That was our meme.
Well, I was gonna
That was the
do
last.
honorable
That was the
mentions.
last.
Nah, but Donjai good at just being fast.
I'm
with it.
trying to be.
You ain't trying, you doing it.
Shit.
Well, listen, man, that was the episode.
That was the last question though. Like,
Well, you know what? Yeah, I mean,
I thought. It,
unless you got one for us.
no. I'm not even.
Yo,
They got me to talk this much. I don't.
you
even,
know what? The peanut gallery. I got a this or that for Donjai.
A what?
This or that.
For
This
Donjai.
or that?
Oh, good.
Interesting.
I provided.
Oh, look, here go my sister. Here go my Angela Davis.
That's
All
right.
right.
All right, all
You
right.
got me talking
I don't even
All
want
right,
to
what we
get
got
too,
it?
Don't get too political. Just get to the point.
but I really want to say neither.
I fuck with it.
Okay.
I'll accept
I
that.
agree.
We'll accept
Oh,
that.
wait, no.
We'll accept that.
I agree.
And I
I'm
will
voting
accept
neither.
that.
I love your
I'm voting
this or
neither.
that.
I fuck with that. Nah, I'm taking double
That's-
that.
That's how you end the
That's how I
story.
feel.
That's the right answer.
That's how I feel.
Okay, that's
I'll
the
go
perfect
back.
Either
answer.
or.
That's
for the
Yo, my boy been media trained. Yo, who's the trainer? Yo, you think we're trying to do this? You niggas been trying to do this? Nigga, I know he know.
Yo, they-
That media
Trust
He's
me.
right, he's right. This
Trump
nigga
ain't
media-
sponsoring this. Biden ain't sending us no bread.
It's either this or that.
Trump is sending us some bread.
Oh my bad.
Trump is the stimmy king.
He said Trump is sending us a
But
couple.
everybody
walk
keep
right through,
thinking
bro.
he's just the
It don't
stimmy
matter.
king.
Trump-
And this is
we-
the problem.
alright.
Y'all think y'all gonna get a check that's not coming.
Yo.
You
So
don't think we
listen.
getting stimmies again?
Well, that's been our episode. Thank you for joining us on another great episode.
Coming.
This has been
Never
a.
coming
Oh,
again.
that's
This
for
has been-
$600. That's how you do us. Oh,
It's been another episode
We
of
need
the
600.
Just Advice.
We need
podcast.
$600 like we need $40.
Before we go, I just want to shout out our peanut gallery. Can y'all shout out y'all Instagrams for everyone? Or your
yes.
IG, your socials?
Carlos the Butcher 2.0.
Period.
If you don't know, now you know. Okay?
You heard?
Say it again for the people. All right, I'm done. All right, next.
You about to go into the whole tagline. I'm Christina's Lane, straight like that. Straight Chris Tina's Lane.
Straight like that.
I'm at Miss Polka, MISSPOCAH. Make sure y'all check out my artist too at Yasins. because he's fire.
Nice.
Okay.
Y'all sins. Y'all heard it, right?
Y'all_SINS
Yo,
sins.
pick him out.
Check him
We're
out.
going to type it in there, too.
Yeah, type it in there. He's
Look for
fire.
All right.
Samba Mary.
Samba Mary, SUMBOUT
Day to
underscore.
day.
You heard. You heard. Yo. Donjai, shout out your socials for the people, man. Come on.
Jay.
Thank you for joining us, too.
Donjai did it. Don't you forget it. Instagram DONJAIDIDIT. And, you know, I'm on Threads, Twitter, and Facebook as well. Holla at me.
And make sure you
I'll
let
communicate.
him know, man. You do, yo. I've been looking at his visuals. If you check in and you check out his visuals, you definitely want him to do your wedding or birthday party.
Thank you, King.
Dope. Fire.
Appreciate
Check.
you. Thank you.
Yo,
Thank you.
lock in
Thank
on
you.
it. Yes, sir.
God,
Before we
thank
go, Donjai, is there anything you want the people to know?
First things first, if you're looking for any of the lit events, so as I was saying earlier, it got a little crazy for me to respond with my personal phone number and stuff like that. So I opened a line that lets anybody know all the lit events in New York, DC, New Jersey, LA, Houston, and Atlanta. So just those for now. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna expand to Dubai and all that. The phone number for that, that's called the BAT. That's the Donjai After Dark line, the BAT line. And the phone number for that is 646-656-8890. And all you have to do is enter in, or when you text the number, send your email and your Instagram address, and then from there we'll let you know we give it. We're not just sending you flyers for y'all to figure it out. We typing in the address. We letting y'all know our predictions of what time the artists will come in. 9 times out of 10, most of the events are free. We're letting you know the predictability of me actually being there. Yes, Donjai will be in the building. No, he won't be attending, but you're more than welcome. We letting you know other people that are taking the route of showing up there. So that's number one. Number two, if there's any subcultures, I don't care if you're Muslim, I don't care if you're skaters, any kind of subculture. I don't care if you're Jewish, any subculture. People who just kind of stick to whatever it is they're doing. I don't care if you're from Far Rockaway and you're the Far Rockaway crew. If anybody in your culture loves photography, I will do a photo workshop and a photo scavenger hunt for free $99. I'll provide the camera. I'll come through with the if we're printing, I'll bring the printing machine that day. I'll bring the laptop. We'll be able to upload our images and email it to you that day. If you have like an indoor space or a space with Wi-Fi connectivity, that's number 2. And number 3, check out. Miss Polka made me think of, she said she had an artist. Check out Surah Ali. My artist, a very young, prominent girl from Brooklyn, poetry, rap, and she's the bomb. And thank y'all. Much love.
I love that. Yo, thank you for joining us, bro. Yo, we appreciate you for real, bro.
Love. Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it. So,
Just device.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
Just device. You got the best device, you heard?
Yo. I know him, but now I feel like I got to know him more today, for real, bro. This was dope, bro.
I feel like this was so casual, man.
You actually get the
I feel like I'm proud of him, but it's
super
like
duper deep.
I'm even more proud of him now, just seeing everything else. Like, you don't see everything online, so you really support, but you don't see all of it, So I'm really proud of you, bro.
I thought this was gonna get a little bit deep. We good.
This is cool, man.
Nice surface.
This is good vibes today.
Nice surface.
So listen, man, that was it. Y'all got everything there. Also, thank you for tuning in today. I said that real West Indian.
Tune in.
It be sneaking out sometimes.
Tune in.
But yeah, man, thank you.
That's not what JA stand for?
You're going to tune in.
The Just Advice Podcast.
Thank you for tuning in to the Just Advice Podcast.
Like that.
Man, I'm AB.
J.A.
J. Obama.
We outside.
You already know what it is.
We outside.
Follow us at J. Obama. You know how to spell it, J.O.
JAYOBO. MMA like the fighter. You
know it.
You can't forget that.
You can follow me on IG at ALLAN_AB_ is Allen AB. And you can follow our podcast at the number 4, Just Advice, JUSTADVICE. That's right. Also, shout out to the Spotify Studios. Thank you for bringing us this opportunity to create some media today. I'm really excited about everything that Donjai's working on. And I, honestly, off camera, I would like to talk about teaming up with you to see if we could do like a scavenger hunt. What you said.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to do something on Long Island.
I'm gonna keep my word.
They don't have a lot of activities like this, and I think it would be dope to see more of it. And I would love to help bridge that. You know what I'm saying?
No,
so
that's not
we
a
can talk
problem.
on camera, but
It's not a problem.
Yeah, man. Thank you for checking us out today, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that shit. You know what it is.
Dope.
Peace.
Bang. Yeah. Dope. Super dope.